Just like that.
Never allowed sweet things right before bed.
Cleaning, cooking, construction. The possibilities are endless.
If my friend tries to get you to invest, kindly turn her down. She doesn't need the encouragement.
Unfortunate incident involving a child.
I'm not asking for much. Just a teensy bit. If I hire the refugees, then I get cheap labour and they get coin. It's a good deal for everyone. Think about it. They're stuck here with no coin and nothing to do.
All this kerfuffle over missing redcaps. Yes, we'd caged them due to unruly behavior, but as our redcap cleaners demonstrate, most are perfectly harmless.
How many red caps are missing?
To do, isn't it?
Keep a sharp eye out. Red caps are on the loose. One's deemed too violent to work. And not one of these circus folk seemed bothered by it. When did you realize the red caps had escaped?
Let's go.
Paramidius, one of our redcap cleaners, alerted me.
Get me started.
Well, he threw a rock at me and said,
Working in your circus?
Dad?
Stinks of cheese between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is.
A circus! Can we go?
We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. From tempestuous Ginny to belligerent redcaps, you'll find them all here. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries. Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Ah! Brain juice smells like piss and iron. No light.
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you. Oh, damned if I'm not a sucker for big eyes and a heartfelt plea. Very well. Welcome to the Circus of the Last Days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
When's it gonna stop?
Dad? What's that monster?
You realize she is miming putting on face paints. She has them to sell.
Approach! Ugly one! Ugly! Hideous! Vile! You are fortunate to have found me, freakish one. Behold! Akabi's Wheel of Wonders. Spin! To win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable. Akabi has traveled across the plains, burning and conquering all. Win the spoils of such conquest. Or, if luck smiles upon you, win the grand prize, the jackpot. No more questions. Spin or don't. Let us see if you have luck's favor.
You notice a glint in Akabi's beard. As it glows, the wheel moves away from the jackpot. He is cheating.
Alas! No jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this. You dare speak to me as if we were equals? You are a scrap of food in my teeth. The dirt beneath my fingernails. You are nothing. I am, however, feeling gracious, so I will forget this and allow you to spin again. Or I can turn you into something vile. Choose. Behold! My fury! Win prizes! Found only in the most exotic of planes!
There is work to do.
Attention!
Approach! Behold! Spin! To win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable. No more questions. Spin or don't. Akabi has or, if luck smiles upon you, will the wheel of wonders
Stop me yet.
prove you worthy? See. Come, mortals, and try your luck.
Not everyone subscribes to what is mine.
Win prizes found only in the most exotic of plays.
Hey, good looking.
Pick to fight. The consequences are hard.
That drow's nose was as crooked as you carved, my darling. He was sitting in...
I don't fancy their chances.
I am not buttering you up. You are the very best at what you do. Aside from... Oh, darling, don't
comes easy these days. Cutting to the chase.
No gloom, all doom. Board is set.
Age since your last break, my darling.
Need to act fast. Bleed for me.
No surrender.
Swords meet sorcery.
What's inside?
Come, mortals, and try your luck. Approach! Ugly, behold, spin! No more questions. Let us... Alas! No jackpot for you, ugly one. Come, mortals! Approach! Behold, spin! No more questions. Let us see if you have luck's favor.
You notice a glint in Akabi's beard. As it glows, the wheel moves away from the jackpot. He is cheating.
Alas! No jackpot. I am, however, feeling gracious, so I will forget. Alas! No jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this. You are welcome, Pew. Win prizes found only in the most exotic of plays.
Viola Silvertongue at your service, or I will be, once my set is done.
Darling, we have a customer. Is your camp drab? Dreary? Then you have come to the right place. Browse our bespoke, stony and bony creations, or commission a statue in your likeness. It is our most sought-after service. Bony, at your service. That there is my darling wife, Stony. Is she not magnificent? To think she chose me. Why, I wake up every morning with a smile on my face. Now, what can I do for you? Oh, My wife shall be delighted. Customs are her favorite, but pockets a little empty. Worry not. I'm sure we'll find something in your budget. Nothing caught your eye? I shan't... It's been an age since your last break, my darling.
Oh, hungry little hobgoblin. Want a treato? I has lots of treatos, and magics, and junks I finds. Don't worry. I only takes junks from dead people. I is nice. Oh, lots of times. The beasts ate a kiddo the other day, and I got some good stuffs. I mean, circus is safe. Do not worry. Yes. Yes! I has lots of stuffs. Just for you. Bye-bye now. Come back to Papa soon. Junks and magics for sale. Mostly bloodstained free.
Get it right this time, or I'll resurrect someone who can! Lucille! It's pose, grapevine, then pivot step. Jacob, you have the grace of my great-grandmother's missing leg. And Boris, put some sensuality into those lovely hip bones. I know you have it in you. Step it up. We are decades from that. I hope they could open for dribbles. Not that my star needs the support, but at this rate, who knows? Call me Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. Normally, I'd invite you into my tent for a lovely vintage. But these graceless skellies need my full attention. Enjoy my circus, darling. Oh, that's it. They love the skellies.
Do not stand too close. The flames have a life of their own.
Don't get too close, or Crimson here might decide you look tasty.
Yeah, and I want to see Dribbles again.
If Crimson bites them little fingies off, don't come crying to me.
I think he looks fine.
The beast ignores you, her eyes locked on the crowd. You see a tidal wave of hate and violence in her eyes. Before she turns away, she will attack and kill at the first opportunity. While the cage is sturdy, the lock is old. It could be jammed shut, so not even a key could open it. He's bared, the creature is near rabid in his bloodlust. Hollow eyes, pale gums. This beast isn't angry. He's starving. He whimpers in gratitude and falls on the morsel instantly. With every bite, the beast seems to calm.
If Crimson bites them little...
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why? Why? Because with him, anything is possible. Way!
Ooh, no. Sorry, Dribbles.
Did you hear about the Scarecrow who lost a fight? He got the stuffing kicked out of him. Way! Oh, you're all such good friends. I've had a wonderful time, but I have to go. Oh, well, if you insist. How about a magic trick? But first, I need a volunteer with nerves of steel and the heart of a lion. Who will it be? Who?
The hair on the back of your neck raises as a shiver passes through you.
You, my special assistant. Come on up.
Hang on now, soldier. I'm not paying for your sins.
Oh, my heart! The enthusiasm is too much! Now, up, double sharp, or poor Buddy will think you don't like him. Right there! Oh, perfect!
This had better be violent, sexy, or both.
Very special. As special as can be. Does anyone know why?
Why?
You're special, my friend. Because I have a message just for you. Praise the Absolute. To bleed. Is this part of the show? Praise the Absolute.
Another step forward.
I always knew I'd die at a circus.
Here comes the punchline.
turn. A doppelganger. At least we didn't kill a real clown in front of an audience.
You fight good. Doppelganger, not so good.
Oh dear. Screaming children, an oozing corpse, and it's not even my birthday. I thought the Absolute wouldn't dare set foot in my circus. To use such a woeful Dribbles impersonator, why, it's downright rude. As much as I love a good murder, my customers don't. The real Dribbles charms animals and makes puns. Awful puns. Not this. Alas, I cannot afford to lose any more staff. Funerals are so very expensive. I need to move the circus. But I cannot leave just yet. Not without Dribbles. He was a star. Customers of every colour and creed simply adored him. I need him back, and I'll shower the person who finds him in love, adoration, and adequate compensation. What do you say? That's the spirit, darling. And remember, I look after those who make me happy. Good luck, and thanks ever so much.
This is terrible. The circus is supposed to be a safe place. For us performers, at least.
Oh, Mr. Hag. Miss her stink.
Clown Man is dead. Oh well. Want a treato? Why? I die, you die, we all die. Big Wolf. Have a treato. It'll make it better.
You shall make every meals of my darling. I know it.
Papa sells good.
Oh, Dribbles. My wife is heartbroken. Those two would chat from dawn until dusk. Such friends they were. But I'm sure a sizable contribution from an adventurer such as yourself would cheer her up. Oh, my wife shall be Oh, then feel free to... Oh, it's been an age since your last break.
Miss Silvertongue says there is nothing to worry about, so there isn't. Carry on.
The, attack is nothing to worry about. Madame Lucretius has everything under control. Enjoy the circus.
Found only in the most exotic of... Dribbles is dead! Joyous news! He was most irritating. Behold! Akabi's Wheel of Wonders is better than any clown. Perhaps this time, fate shall grant you a better prize. I can't be warned you! Will the wheel of wonders dub you worthy? Come, see! Come, mortals, and try your luck!
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Come, mortals, and try your luck! Win prizes found only in the most exotic of planes. Will the wheel of wonders dub you worthy? Come, see! Come, mortals, and try your luck.
Don't be shy.
Win prizes found only in the most exotic of planes.
A long way to go still.
Let me work my magic.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Come, mortals, and try your luck.
Civilization beckons at last. It's no water deep, but Baldurs Gate is a respectable runner-up. Or at least a close third.
Soldier, this is it. We're almost to the city. First through Worm's Crossing, then on to the lower city. Oh, it smells the exact same. 10 years on, but still home. Incredible.
go. I was hoping you'd say that. Lovely.
I have no idea what in the hell's happened back there, but I know me and my kid are standing because of you. Thank you.
Tribbles is supposed to be nice. Why did he do that? I don't like this. I don't like him.
Please, enjoy the circus, which will never be the same without Dribbles.
Violence erupts here. My home. My refuge in this city of stone and steel. Your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love. Are you not? You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
Yes, yes, yes! Let's do it!
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe. I see you. I see the bond between you. So tender, so fragile. But do you see it for yourselves? Karlak. Her fire within can incinerate an enemy or warm a beloved. Listen. Think. Who does she loathe above all others?
She's the worst of the worst. I suppose the devil can't help her nature, but she's got a really goddamn bad nature.
Hear how your bond thrums with pleasure. Strong, vital, pulsing with affection. Many things delight the heart, but only one makes it sing. Tell me, what is her idea of a perfect day?
You know me too well.
The sweetest loves dance lightly on the tongue, but they sag and suffer with age. The future brings many trials. A decade from now, what will the mighty Karlach do? Where will she be?
Honestly, probably. But hopefully not any time soon. I've got a lot of living to do yet. You really know me, don't you? It's wild. In so many ways, we barely know each other. But where it counts, you're deeper in my head than that tadpole.
How close you are. Two hearts beating a perfect rhythm. But I know the truth. Only one face haunts your dreams each night. Close your eyes, sweetness, and she will come to you.
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Oh, have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. Oh, your bond will not save you. He will wrap its cord around your neck and make you swing from it. When you find the lordling, tell him Oren is watching.
So Oren is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
Sated by his meal, the beast's eyes shine with gratitude.
You took those bastards down like it was nothing. It was amazing.
Can't believe Dribbles did this. The Dribbles.
I thought you were part of the show at first, but that was real.
Dribbles? He can't be dead. He can't.
You started that fight. I saw it with my own two eyes. You're a monster.
Oh, how could Madame Lucretius let this happen? And what are you doing here? Ad!
How could this happen? To Dribbles? To my home?
can't believe we had to rely on a stranger to save us. No offense.
Clean, bah! Clean, bah! Get your shinies and Tritos! Why are you here, huh? Stupid customers. Stupid hygiene code. Stupid job.
That might be worth a look.
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jin, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
I heard what you did about Dribbles. He was a good egg. Thank you for making sure no one else got hurt.
Blood in the circus without Benji. Aww.
Killed the little monsters.
Remind them that this is...
Dad says there's already too many refugees, and the city can't hold any more. We've got to keep them out.
Any of the refugees give you hassle, come to us. We know how to handle them.
A Baldurian. Good. Lots of unfamiliar faces in the city these days.
How many red caps?
They let in another horde of refugees this morning. When's it gonna
What
stop?
in the hells was that?
Felt like a quick fit to topple Ramazeth's tower.
How are we fixed on supplies? Sound off.
I ain't looking to make friends or enemies. Go bother someone else.
If you are in the market for potions, I highly recommend the Velveteen Elixir. I've not been this well stocked since Waterdeep.
If you're after a job, Neverwinter is on the lookout for adventurers. That's where we're headed.
What's the rush, Sos? Can't we stay here for a bit? You look like you need to clean off the road dirt. Almost as much as I do. No good inns with hot water in a tub on this side of the crossing, though. The city's rumour mill is going mad. Thieves, murderers, monsters. Who the hell's breaking this?
You can't get in trouble for sneaking into places as a kid, right? Just wondering.
We're gonna see the mummy, the dryad, the djinni, everything. So don't even think about trying to stop us.
Why if we get in trouble?
You have my word.
Bet you heard Baldurs Gate was safe, right? Well, it's a bloody lie. They've banned refugees from the city as if we're the problem.
If you're looking to enter the city, hope your pockets are loaded. Bastards are charging a fortune.
Boys ready?
The guard is busy with their patrol and has no time for idle chatter.
They're stupid enough to organise. Remind them that this is our city, and we don't take kindly to parasites.
Sir, precisely how many red caps are missing?
I just told you. 6.
They let in another horde of refugees this morning.
Dub you worthy. Come, see. Come, mortals, and try your luck.
Oh, it's been an age since your last braid, my darling. Get your shinies and treatos! Every sail, Papa Seti. Seti. Help, good king!
Do not cause trouble. Killing you would make me unhappy.
home. Soon the bastards will outnumber us. They'll come for our... Clear off! There's nothing in these caravans for you.
Didn't whatever birthed you tell you not to stare?
Is it?
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property.
My point exactly.
They're like kobolds. You let one in and soon the place will be crawling with them.
Ye gods, this guy's begging to get smacked.
This man's indignant demeanour barely masks a seething anxiety. There's more to this situation than he's letting on.
I'm a very magnanimous individual, but this is my home! Either they leave, or I'll make them. But wouldn't you be on edge if your beautiful home had been defiled by such brazen interlopers? Fine. They can stay. Just don't blame me when they turn on you like the mongrels they are.
I respect your hustle, sweetheart, but it won't work on me. You've stepped on the guild's toes, and we'd like a little something to make it better.
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
I'd say you'll live to regret it, but honestly, I'm not so sure you'd live. You're serious? Let's forget this unpleasantness ever happened. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
You'll be in a big soon.
Everything you want is going to hire all the refugees. Just like that. Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin. wanted to get me started.
That's why we need to walk just a
Uh-huh.
little more.
What are you
One
calling
foot in
this
front of the other.
You've been seeing that for...
Can't talk. I'm sorry. The little one needs all of my attention.
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction. It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened. A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
No passage this way, I'm afraid. Turn back. It's for your own good.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You have everything.
If I was a Sharon lookout, this is the sort of place I'd wait around.
That box again.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
There's an invitation behind its great brown eyes.
Lovely day, this. For now.
There's an invitation behind its great brown eyes.
Ah, an excellent choice.
Never a dull moment.
Between you and me, I don't think there are enough flaming fists here for these refugees. Oh, no. You misunderstand. I mean, anyone could be among these refugees. Us Baldurians can't feel safe with so many of them roaming about without proper supervision. Let's hope Archduke Gortash can make a difference.
They're beggars and criminals. Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The flaming fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in, soon there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians. Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere.
You see them over there? Refugees? Ha! Naught but a cover. I know what they really are. Dyed-in-the-wool agents of the Absolute. Mark my words. There's probably only a handful of rotten apples among them. Or, you know what they say about rot? It spreads quickly. Ruins the whole bunch.
I'm not paid. Oh, gods. Not another protester. Go talk to Nestor if you must. I've got plenty on my plate with these mewling geese.
Beggars and criminals, and we won't have them.
File a report, and I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
You're coddling these vagabonds, and don't give
The guard is busy with their patrol and has no...
Can't catch me! Faster!
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith. Your loyalty. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
Don't pay me any mind now. I'm just trying to make sure everyone gets fed.
Refugees can't stay here.
Lord on the rack, give me patience. These protesters keep harassing the refugees. It's horrid. I just hope the Ilmater Temple opens up aid again soon. We need their help here.
Donations? Do you know advice? The refugees. If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going. Thank you. I'm sure your contribution will be greatly appreciated.
If you want to chat, talk to Nestor. I like my personal space.
Be on your way, citizen. Got a lot to keep my eye on round here.
You, turn around and toddle your way right back out of here. Everything in this barn has been donated for the refugees, not you. Now piss off. You sure? This lot have been through enough without your ignorance. Now are you going to clear off or not? In case little weasels like you come sniffing around. Not unless you want to make a donation. And you don't, after all they've been through. And with the army of the Absolute at their backs. If you can't see it, I'm not going to waste my time explaining it to you.
Can't leave Grunch behind, though. Just can't.
God, camping with the mother-in-law has been utter hell. Maybe I should just go on ahead into the city without her. Scouting, like.
Actually got here safely. Towing along my wife's sister and mother. Or maybe they towed me along, eh?
Even if we got Grunch into the city with us.
Can't stand her, can't stand her, can't stand her! My sister-in-law. All law and no sister. Grr.
My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock in it?
Christine didn't clean the cookware.
Washing my pits. This is the song when up. Aye! Gonna blood not get any bleeding privacy around here. Bunch of perverts, the lot of you.
Best keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
Hail, friend. Fine day, isn't it? Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Your journey here was a hard one, no doubt. Is this your first time in Baldurs Gate? It's a fine city, isn't it? Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and, well, folk aren't feeling too generous. I've been asking myself the same question. I wouldn't be the first to interfere. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldurians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget. The Flaming Fist isn't what it used to be. It's grown weak, corruptible, soft. It's down to honest citizens like me to stand up for what's right, uniform or no. That lot round the front, they've got it coming to them. Ha! What peace? If no one steps in, there'll be bodies piled high in the streets before long. Those refugees have been leeching on our city for too long. If we don't show them that we mean business, they'll bleed us dry. We need to march round the front and kill every last one of them. Let's see them eat our food with their guts on the floor. What do you say? Why does it matter? Innocence makes the blood run clearer.
Oh, still rolling in the muck, I see. Gortash knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss hot air into your worm-weakened brain. You'll need to bleed and carve this city if you want to turn him to grave meat. He shivers at the thought. Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves the truth. You will read it on your skin soon enough.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him.
You're no god.
We made it alive to Baldurs Gate. Almost, anyway. But I can't complain. When I look at Bex and realize she's safe, it's hard not to weep from joy.
Get empty, Garen.
I bet somebody drank it, Ma.
You're no sass. I put my money on Christine.
We made it through hell. Twice. I know now that as long as Danis and I stick together, we can do anything.
I wonder how she did it.
Christine is pretty fun.
Karis was always
built a bit more.
like us. I'm really worried about Umi. They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that.
Christine didn't clean the cookware, Mother Mona.
Again. Garen, you know the rules.
Hey,
we cook, your wife
remember
too.
in Moonrise, when Alferus and was
I'll do it.
I think of it every day. Me too. I hope she's all right.
We've got to get Grunchen at the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hit him in a big barrel and nailed it shut? Nah.
don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city, wounded as he is. But we have to.
Whatever you need. I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded. You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently. Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more.
How did the wine sack get empty, Garen?
I bet somebody drank it, Moss.
We could collar those a lot.
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice. I don't give a shit about all that. It's how I've been treated, which is the real travesty. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum. I should be loins deep in Chares's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
I wish the cult had learned our farm now.
Even if we got Grunge into the city with us.
Christine, big clean, cookware, mother.
Oh, I think he can look out for himself. He's here.
Garen, you know the route. We cook for your wife.
We got here first, friend. You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was had, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals.
Take the wood from the cart too.
Back off! I found these apples first.
The state of this cart. Wait, what were they thinking?
They wasn't thinking. Starving folk tend not to.
If they just lined up and taken their fair shares.
That's curious.
Plenty for everyone.
If one get us fed and watered.
We have no good choices.
Emotion cloud our judgment. We need strategy and cool heads.
What is this for our people?
You think you can just walk into our camp, present yourself to Alma, or leave?
I'll destroy every last blood.
Rechtei Hathran Rust.
My friend from the Hag Swamp. You're a bright light on a dark day. We underestimated an enemy, much like I underestimated you and your vampiric companion. Oh, yes. I know you hid him from me. But this is not the moment to discuss it. This is about the dead, not the undead.
Frey Valdisk Durovna. Frey Valdiska Blast.
Our tribe left camp on a rescue mission. Only Alma and those you see here returned. They could not.
Im Orak. Nete. Krasin.
Netra!
I will say no more. It's not my tale to tell.
No. That shame is mine alone. I thought I knew the faces of all your friends, Gandrel. But this one is new to me.
A friend met on the road, my lady. I told you of the stranger in the swamp. They killed not only that fen's hag, but also the undying General Thorm, if the rumors are true.
2 fine trophies. Perhaps I can interest you in a third. It is a solemn task, one this city forces us to undertake time and again. Baldurs Gate is haunted by many things, but one of its most insidious is the vampire Cazador. For years, his foul spawn have stolen away innocents at night, whisking them back to his palace. Recently, they struck our camp. They took our children, every last one, our whole future.
We are monster hunters all. Our purpose is to kill beasts like these. But in our haste to save our little ones, we were rash. We charged straight into an ambush.
They tore us to pieces. Vampire spawn and werewolves. I have never seen a vampire's lair so heavily guarded. What's left of my tribe is wounded and broken. We cannot stand against him to save our children. But perhaps the Slayer of Ketheric could. If you do this, our entire tribe will be in your debt. On our honor, it will be repaid. May the gods keep you, and damn your enemies.
Serpents must be exterminated. Nothing. It is good to have you with us. There is something rotten at the heart of this city, and it needs purging.
There'll always be more. We can do nothing for you here. All that is left is to face the beast, Cazador.
It is only right to mourn.
We are begging help from you, an outsider. I would follow Ulmer to the hells and back, but this does not feel right.
To lose our children is a tragedy. To fail so utterly in saving them is something else entirely. Ulmer insists the tribe is not cursed, but I have my doubts.
I pray you will succeed where we failed. Exterminate every last vampire parasite.
No screaming children. No laughter. No scolding words. There is only silence and pain.
Our dead fought well. They died well. I hope I can live up to their example.
Fortify the camp. Wait for the vampires to strike here.
And let them marshal all their strength against us.
What if this is it for our people? What if this is the end?
Then we should end it on our terms, not hiding in fear.
Cazador's nest of serpents must be exterminated. Nothing less will.
I share your fear, but we cannot build plans on fear. We will have to act for all our sakes.
So we shed blood tomorrow.
Quite a spot, eh? Knocks the breath out of me to get up here. But the views are worth it.
Something over there.
Look at the teeny footprints.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise. Two days just to get hold of a still watcher optic module. And for what? Waste of time we don't have.
Look, unless you're an expert in steel watcher gyroscopics, please get out of my light.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work. Only if you're quick. Now let me get back to it.
It stopped, but it'll happen again. It keeps happening. The shivering, shaking, quaking. Don't you feel it? There's something underneath the city, inside the rock. But when I ask the stone why it shakes, it only screams. I want to go home.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldurs Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope.
As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle. The Steel Watch. They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. A tyrant's nothing without lackeys. And the Gondians are the perfect lackeys. Dangerously intelligent, pathetically submissive. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A room powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved. Ha! I knew you were the practical sort. That's why we get along. The foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of Watchers in no time.
Fucking shapeshifter. She'll try to break our best asset, our trust. Fortunately, she's no match for our second best asset, me.
Orin toys with us where she could destroy us. Whatever her motivations, I hope she reveals them quickly.
Orin's little display was just intended to rattle us. We mustn't let her succeed, but need to stay alert all the same. Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
What's that?
Brethren in blood, kill them!
Now's no time to die.
Must get up!
Why does Dolor get all the fun? You are a weapon, my sweet. Sharper one than gold. He spends
I'd
too
love
much
to,
time
thanks.
with his prey.
Brethren in blood, kill them!
Light on my feet.
Open up.
Pawn to Cleric 4.
feel my mistress's wrath. You down.
That might be worth a look. Boom!
Hells. They're displaying murder victims openly now.
Colourful torso, torn and butchered. Hello, Dribbles.
Let's see what this does. Looks like these people were trying to hide in the tunnels here.
Their efforts weren't enough, though. And they paid a harsh price.
Trap. Be cautious.
How can I help?
What's hiding here? Can't keep me out.
So Bal's chosen is a doppelganger. I should not be surprised. They have ever been among his favorite servants. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a predator, playing with her food, or she fears what you might do. Good. This all begins to ring a little too familiar for my liking. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Balspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government, aid his rise to power. But Orin, he's more predator than politician, I think. She simply wants to make us feel hunted, isolated. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that. You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. A little like the old days. With allies every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles. Would you? In time, then. Perhaps once you found a rocking chair for me to doze off in. Ask it. It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And, bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? Don't tell me which. Against all life experience, I will choose to assume the best.
It's not enough. We have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a shape changer? I can't even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced, or because this group is full of weirdos. I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Just who? If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike. Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him. And if I can seize that almighty power for myself, well, all the better.
Darling?
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Oh. If the child's desperate enough to seek safety in our company, who are we to turn her away?
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
I have battled great evils, been mocked by villains of all sorts. But Orin, she is beyond even Thorm. Her mind is twisted beyond recognition. What is she capable of? And where will she strike next? Baldurs Gate is where I first raised a glass in toast at the tender age of 14, and got so tipsy from wine, I puked in Dillard Portier's bushes. It's where the flaming fist chased me after I'd stolen a peach from a cart in the Wide. I got a good chewing out over it, too. It's where my father taught me to hold a rapier, to read books of law, to know right from wrong. It's been 7 years since I left. It's no paradise, but it's home, and it's worth saving. And you? The city's yours too, after all. How's it feel to be back? Wonderful, isn't it? Torril's history is written within our city's walls. Expeditions to the continent of Mastika gather in the harbor. The Church of Gon displays its most priceless treasures in the High House of Wonders. Voices raised in song on returning day. The heady whines at the elf song. There's truly no place like Baldur's Gate.
Orin, Skvar, burn away the shadows she hides in, tear off her mask, and you'd reveal her for what she is, a shivering child.
Almost pleasant traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant aspects. Fine. What's on your mind? How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome. I am free from my bonds. You must face them. I will...
Keeping very well, I hope? Look after my angel, of course. She's been through more than I can bear to think about. 100 years in the Shadowfell. 100 years being murdered by Sharans over and over. It fills me with a rage I can hardly contain. She's a formidable woman, my Aelin. But no one could escape such horrors unscathed. She's in my hands now, and I intend to help her through whatever's to come. We'll both of us stand by you when the time comes to put down the horror that threatens this city. We are your allies, for life. I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. This was different. It was like I could see my fate in her eyes. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. He told me we'd be together now. Said Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors that plagued my home. He's gone now. But I suppose the man I knew died when I died. The man he became, that wasn't the father I knew. The one I loved so very much.
That foul shapeshifter Orin is like a scavenger beast, probing us for weaknesses. Do not let her shake your resolve. I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well, and Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves. Given the circumstances, you're faring as well as can be expected, I suppose.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Or the girl has left to hew her own path? She left behind a letter, as thou doth know. Hast thou other business?
Camp life seems to suit the young owlbear. His coat of feathers seems fuller. His eyes look bright and inquisitive.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
The cat peers back. You read something in its eyes. Doubt. Resignation, perhaps.
fresh.
Something over there.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Here lies Flintster Sunseeker, born 1400 DR, died 1456 DR. Here lies Sister Shira Clarwen, date of birth unknown, died 1491 DR. The amulet spirit's granddaughter. She's already gone.
I should retrieve the amulet. The monk spirit should be here when I open Shira's tomb.
long didst I wait, only to find thine empty flesh? Gone thou might be, alas. Oh, honored Shira, her spirit hath fled, and her body but merely a husk. Swear I did to shed this foul mania and bestow it upon Shira. She was to endure, to suffer, as was her god Ilmata's wont. Who now shall bear the madness Shah has wrought on me, so I might no longer suffer? Oh, shall it be thou?
The monk himself holds your answer. Tasha's hideous laughter is a powerful skill, but earning it may come at the cost of wisdom.
Thou shalt know the extent of Shah's mania, Tasha's hideous laughter at thine beck and call. But at what cost? Who might say? Oh, well, if laugh I must, let our alliance end on a lark. Eternally cast then my spirit be. No. Morning Lord, I call to thee, lend your forbearance. No.
I hate it had to end like this. A torturous fate, by any measure.
Here lies Raloric Windbane, born 1399 DR, died 1486 DR. Here lies Satida Atana, born 1411 DR, died 1485 DR.
What's in here? Very well.
I've said all I have to say already. Now I just want to pack up my kitchen and leave. Soup kitchen's no good if we've no one to feed soup to. Besides, Father Lorgan's gone. Murdered. And now they're blaming a refugee for it. He was attacked in the cellar. He had a private altar down there. Used to like the solitude. The man ate like a horse. A soup-hungry horse. Usually took enough to feed a small clergy down there. Look, I need to finish up here. Lots of soup to clean up. Blood, too. Looks like a room key, maybe? Look, I need to finish up here. Oh, good. More blood.
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. I wouldn't go that far, but the investigator is being particularly challenging right now. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our high priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target. Brilgor was a refugee. No one sticks up for them at the best of times, and with Gortash in power... Well, I expect the Flaming Fists will ban refugee aid now one of them's blamed for murder. Feel free to look around the temple. But fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence. Valeria never found the murder weapon, so that could be a start. Anything disproving the refugee murder-suicide angle, really. Charette's caress would be my best bet. That's her usual haunt after closing a case. I really hope you find something. For all our sakes.